Hello and welcome. We still have people logging in, but we are going to get started this morning. My name is Jessica Pierce, and I am the CEO and founder of Career Connectors. And we are so honored to partner with the City of Tempe, Pipeline AZ, Arizona at WORK Maricopa County, and BestCompaniesAZ to bring you an amazing event today, full of great companies that are hiring in the Tempe area. And so I would like to get us started today. Oh, just a couple things real quick. We are, Alex, you can go ahead and go to the next slide. We are going to go through just a couple things real quick from a technology standpoint. You will see all of our panelists live today. Panelists are the people that are speaking. So we have a couple partners that are going to be speaking today. And then we also have many hiring companies that are here and will be speaking today. And you will see our video and you will hear us. And you should be able to see that on the screen. Our attendees, for you, you will be muted and you won't have video access. And so I just wanted you to know that I saw one of the questions dropped in the Q&A about that. And so we will not have video or audio. However, we encourage you as an attendee to ask questions into the Q&A, which is on, for me, it's on the right hand side on the bottom, but there may be some other places for you on that. And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. So, but first, to kick us off, I would like to introduce you all to the person with the brains behind this, Jill Bushbacher, and she is with the City of Tempe. She's a program manager with the Economic Development Department. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning. Thank you so much for everything you all have done to put this together today. Jessica, you and Sheila and the whole team have done a terrific job. As you see there on your screen, Pipeline AZ, Arizona at WORK Maricopa County, BestCompaniesAZ and Career Connectors have led the way in coordinating for today, so we can't thank you all enough. We know it's been a tough year for many folks this year, and on behalf of the city, we want to welcome you to our first ever Tempe virtual job fair. We hope you get a lot out of today's event. We have some terrific employers lined up with everything you can imagine available to you, so many different kinds of opportunities that'll match a variety of backgrounds and skills, from financial services to IT to manufacturing, production. There's kind of a little bit for everyone here today. And so we hope that you'll find some very exciting opportunities that fit well with your needs. And really today is all about getting the right information and the right connections made. And please take advantage of all of these great services and this team. Everyone is here to help and make this successful, make you successful in your job search and getting a great job in Tempe. And just on behalf of the city, we thank all the employers, all of you as job seekers attending today for being a part of this, and just wish you well and are excited to see this event come to fruition. There'll be two more, and I know that our team will talk about the details about what's next at some point during today's event too. But just know this is just the beginning, and we're here to help, and we're excited to have everyone on board today. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill, and thank you so much of Tempe for making this happen. I know, as you mentioned, there are a lot of people looking for their next opportunity, and as we talk to people in the community, we hear, I can't find anything, and so much of that is finding the next job is connecting with people. So we're so excited to have all these companies in front of you. I encourage you, as you hear them speak today, to jump out and connect with them on LinkedIn and listen to what they say, because some of these companies, you're going to know them already, but you may not know much about their culture. And then some companies, you may have no idea who they are, never heard of them before, and just so many great companies in the city of Tempe. And so today, the agenda you will hear, these are the companies you will hear from today: Acme Aerospace, ADP, Banner Health, BD, CarMax, Cenlar, Freedom Financial Network, GoDaddy, JPMorgan Chase, Logicalis, Robinhood, Tempe Elementary Schools, and United Dairymen of Arizona. And you're going to hear about opportunities from entry level to higher professional level, and from IT, finance, customer service. We're across the board today. And so even if you don't think that company is a match for you, I encourage you to listen closely, because you never know what opportunities are in front of you today. So each company is going to take 5 minutes and tell us about their company, a little bit about their culture, and then the job opportunities and how to apply. And at the end, we're going to talk about Pipeline AZ. Mary Foote is going to come on board, and she's going to tell us about the full program today. So this is the live event that you are part of. Thank you for being here. For the next 2 weeks, Pipeline AZ will continue the matching process for you, matching you to jobs. And so we encourage you, if you have not registered out on Pipeline AZ yet, you'll need to take that step to continue the matching process. And then Carter Ellis will close it. Will talk to us about Arizona at WORK Maricopa County and the resources available for you right now as you're going through career transition or you're looking for your next opportunity. And then I will close it out around 10:30 with some additional resources and telling you about next steps. So I'm going to ask Sheila Coolum to jump on the line here and to go a little bit over some of the tech stuff.
Okay, thanks, Jessica. Hi, good morning. I'm so excited to be here, so excited to be doing something positive in this year. I want to tell you about the questions and answers. I think most of you maybe have already figured it out, but just in case, look for the little icon that says Q&A. It's probably on your lower right of your screen. If you click that Q&A, a little panel pops up, and it'll first just have one tab that says All. If you want to ask a question, click in the box at the bottom there, type your question, hit send, and then watch for it, because when the question is answered, there's a second tab that opens. It says My Q&A. So you can go to the top of that pop-up window and click My Q&A and go ahead and scroll, because it doesn't keep the feed fresh. You have to scroll down to see what the latest entry is. So that's where you can see the questions and answers, and you can feel free to ask as we go along. You'll be able to see everyone's questions and answers. That's just because probably more than one person has the same question. Feel free to close that window if you want to get it out of the way so you can see the slides. When you open it back up, the content will all still be there, so that is no problem. The other thing I wanted to tell you, I am so excited about, Alex with the City of Tempe made arrangements for us to offer closed captioning at today's event. And on the next slide, you will see 2 ways to join the closed captioning. You can either enter this website, if you enter it exactly as you see there with the bit.ly Tempe CC_DEC8, or if you have a smartphone handy, you can go ahead and scan that QR code, and it's going to open another browser window for you, and it will show you closed captioning as we proceed. I've been watching it, and they're very professional, very, very well done. So thank you so much to the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing for doing that. And just so you know, this slide will pop up a few times during our event today, just in case someone joins later who didn't get the information. So that's it. Thanks.
Thanks, Sheila. And yeah, we're so excited about that part. So that's new to us. And so thanks, Alex, for making that happen. And thanks to the volunteers doing this today. All right, so now we are going to get started. And the first company that we have up is Acme Aerospace. Mike McMahon, he is an engineering manager. Welcome, Mike.
There we go. Good morning. Thank you. All right. I'm the engineering manager. We have a position for a senior electrical engineer, and Preston Schoaf is our quality manager. He has a position also. Go to the next slide. Acme, we do basically batteries for aircraft, AC to DC, DC DC, battery management systems. You can see some of the platforms we're on the right, and some of the products on the bottom. Right now, our big push is a new line of lithium-ion batteries that we're developing. We've been at this location in Tempe about 30 years. do the manufacturing here as well as the engineering development. You want to go to the next slide. So senior double E, power supplies, battery chargers, battery management circuits. Being aerospace, we have a full litany of tests that we have to go through, as well as the normal technical problems and things like that. Support integration, system testing, hardware, software. The big thing here is working on our next generation of lithium-ion low voltage electronics, also with the next generation of higher voltage designs for the more electric aircraft customers. This is a high profile position, really need somebody strong in power supplies. Not so much on the digital electronic side of it. We are not doing any complex electronic hardware in terms of ASICs and FPGAs and things like that. So we don't have any DO-254 requirements that we need to meet. But you need to be strong in power supplies and chargers, battery management circuits, as well as have some aerospace experience, just because of the way things are done in the aerospace industry as opposed to consumer electronics. Yeah, we've got, we primarily do cadmium nickel batteries right now, but we recognize that that market is slowly going away, which is why we're concentrating on a new line of lithium-ion batteries at both low voltage and then the higher voltage for the more electric aircraft customers. So a lot of opportunity here, but again, we need somebody with some experience, as this is a high-profile position. So I don't see any questions. Okay, yeah, so Preston, take it away.
Good morning. I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to come and present the opportunities that Acme has. As Mike mentioned, we've been a member of the Tempe community since about 1990, and we're a fairly small organization here at this site. However, we're also part of a larger organization or a larger corporation called TransDigm. So where we're relatively small, less than 100 employees here at this site, we also have the resources that are available to a larger corporation. TransDigm globally is probably about a $22 billion company. So you get the advantage of working with a small company and the kind of advantages that come with that type of an environment, very entrepreneurial, working together very closely with different departments, but also having the resources available from a larger company. For the quality inspector, we're currently hiring for this position. It's very similar to a quality inspection in multiple places. The only differences may be, since we are an aerospace company, there are specific regulations and requirements that we have to meet, including things like our first articles are done to an ATIS 9102 spec, which is just an industry specification that we have to meet in order to meet our customer requirements. So the successful candidate here would hopefully have some background and experience in aerospace or be willing to learn those things fairly quickly. We would expect that they have some proficiency with geometric dimensioning and tolerancing, which is a way of dimensioning drawings, to be familiar with interpreting drawings and specifications, as well as using various inspection tools, gauges, things like calipers, height gauges, micrometers. Again, the successful candidate would hopefully have some background and experience with that or be willing to quickly come up to speed and learn. We've also added some new equipment here recently, specifically Keyence measurement systems, which are camera or vision systems. So some experience in using that type of equipment or programming that type of equipment would be really a plus. Hopefully, if there are any questions, you can direct those to the Q&A or be able to contact myself. On our next slide, we'll show you a way to reach out if you are interested in a position. You can apply through hr@acme-aero.com. You'll see our fax number and our address there on the screen. And if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
Thank you, Preston. Thank you, Mike. This is a great example of a small company that's in Tempe that we've put in the mix. You may have never heard of them. Preston, just real quickly, tell us why you like to work at Acme.
I really enjoy working at Acme. I'm actually relatively new. I've joined them about a year ago. They reached out to me through our larger organization, but it really provides an opportunity to kind of drive change within this organization. They're really open to trying new things, being innovative, and really everybody comes here. It's a very respectful work environment, and everybody comes really ready to pitch in and really drive the business needs forward.
Great, thank you. We really appreciate you being here today. All right, we are going to move on to ADP. Pam Farling is here, and she's the talent acquisition business partner. Welcome, Pam.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. So while we have been in the Valley for several years with a small office in Cenlar, we actually have a new office in Tempe that we opened in April 2017. If you could move the slide forward, please. That is actually our beautiful building right there on Rio Salado, right across from the Tempe Town Park. Next slide, please. So while ADP's been around for 70 years, we have been named on Fortune Magazine's World's Most Admired Companies for 12 consecutive years. And while a lot of people may know ADP as a payroll company, we actually are a cloud-based human capital management solution company that unites HR, payroll, talent, time, tax, and benefit administration. Next slide, please. And so here is just some of the awards that we've gotten over the last few years, companies that have named us on LinkedIn, Working Mother, Comparably. You want to just take a look at those. And then next slide, please. So some of the benefits of working at ADP, of course, you know, we have work-life balance, we have some teamwork, we do have some diversity and some business resource groups that we do some events within the community as well as within our office. We do have a huge career growth and development within our companies, and we really strive on that. We have some community involvement, like I said, recognition awards, and then as well as other benefits, we have our stock opportunities, merit opportunities, 401k match. We have an HSA, and then we have several different medical programs just depending on what your family needs. Next slide, please. So while we are still growing our office in Tempe, these are just a handful of the positions we have open. So if you take a look at the website down below, it'll have all the job openings, but we have something from payroll advisor, which might be your, entry-level position helping clients on the phone, to implementation, to project manager, and then we have several leadership roles and sales as well. And so if you go to the next slide, it should have my contact information in case you want to reach out, and you can also reach out to me on LinkedIn as well.
Thank you so much, Pamela. So, as we're going through this today, make sure you're taking notes. Jot down an email address, jot down the website for application, because you're going to want to follow up with these different roles and these different positions. Great. It's great to see that building out there in Tempe. Thank you so much, Pam. All right. We are going to move on to Banner Health. Lacey Aldrich is here today, and she is a recruiter with Banner. Welcome, Lacey.
Thank you so much for having us. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, Banner Health, our motto right there, healthcare made easier so your life can be better. We are one of the largest nonprofit healthcare systems right now in the country, and you'll see that we are continuing to expand. Not only do we have acute care hospitals, but we also have imaging clinics, ambulatory, so our doctor's offices, urgent cares, rehab. So more than 50,000 employees So one of the largest private employers in Arizona. So and a complete honor to have an opportunity to work with Banner, especially given this year. The fact that we can make a difference in people's lives by providing them with excellent care is one of my reasons for continuing to be here after 8 years. I get to impact that patient experience by hiring the right people to take care of everyone in the Valley and also in other states outside of Arizona, California, Nevada, Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, and of course, we're continuing to expand. Next slide, please. So with our benefits, you know, we have different options to choose from based off of your need and of course cost. We offer tuition assistance and reimbursement discount programs that we have available, and also, you know, competitive time off and salary plans. Banner will match up to 4% into your 401k after you've been with us for a year. So a lot of, you know, it's not just about the number that you get at the end of the year or
Girls, I'm going to be
your
talking.
paycheck. This
Stop
is
playing.
real. This is really about, you know, the well-rounded package and everything else we're able to offer to you. Next slide, please. So we have a lot of opportunities available. Like I said, we have our Banner Medical Group, which is our doctor's offices. So, you know, front office, and that can include our customer experience reps, patient financial service reps. We have medical assistants within our urgent cares and the doctor's offices. We also have, you know, within the hospitals, culinary, EVS, nurses, you know, patient financial services there within the hospitals. And then specifically at the moment, we have MRI technologists, medical assistants, and orthopedic assistants as well in Tempe, but definitely a lot of opportunities throughout the Valley and openings that come available every single day. So preparing for an interview, you know, one of the things with Banner is, you know, it's not just about skill set. It's about culture is one of the most important. If you love what you do, you definitely are going to display that in the patient care that you provide. And so we do ask behavioral-based questions. So multitasking, prioritizing, being customer obsessed. So think of, you know, examples and how you were able to do that in order to answer the question. And you'll be incredibly successful in the interview process. Next slide, please. And so as you, if you are interested in coming to Banner Health and being a part of our family, you just need to visit our website at bannerhealth.com/careers. You're going to create a profile. In there, you add resume, any licenses, certifications, diplomas, and we'll be in contact with you as you apply for the appropriate position that's a fit for you. And if you do have any questions regarding your application, the interview process, anything about our positions, you can reach out to employment@bannerhealth.com.
All right, great. Thank you so much. I just wanted to confirm your email address was lacey.aldrich@bannerhealth.com. Is that correct?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Looked like there was a little typo there. Yep. lacey.aldrich@bannerhealth.com.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So just, oh, you said, so by the way, she said something I loved, customer obsessed. I thought that was awesome. So that's really how Banner Health runs their organization, customer obsessed.
Yep.
All right.
That's exactly right.
Thank you, Lacey. All right. On the next slide, it's just a reminder that we have the closed captioning available if you need it. Check out the bit.ly /TempeCC_December 8th, or just take your phone, take a picture, and you can scan the code right there to get the information. If you need closed captioning today, it is offered, and we are excited to be able to partner with the Arizona Commission for Deaf and the Hard of Hearing to provide this. All right, I would like to welcome Angel Alberto with BD. Some of you may not have heard of BD before, and so I want you to kind of laser focus in on this and hear about their great opportunities. Angel Alberto is here today.
Thanks, Jessica. I appreciate it. So BD is, you can go to the next slide. We are in healthcare, medical technologies, advancing healthcare. The company in Tempe is Peripheral Intervention. It's CR Bard. So CR Bard became part of the BD family a few years ago. Overall, Becton Dickinson, it's a leading company that is positioned to improve both treatment of disease and the process of care. And it's actually headquartered in Franklin Lakes. It's a $17 billion company in terms of annual revenue, and it was founded in 1897. Oops, still on the first slide. All right, so it's a global company, as I mentioned. Domestically in the United States, we have several hubs, including San Diego. We have Vernon Hills, as well as shared services in San Antonio, in addition to San Jose, where we have our life sciences division, and of course Sparks, Maryland, where it's also a life sciences division, integrated diagnostic solutions. We have over 70,000 employees. We also have, tremendous amount of emphasis in our innovation. BD is advancing the world of health, improving innovations in medical discovery, diagnostics, and the delivery of care. And there's our stock symbol there, BDX. Next slide. Let's see here. So BD provides innovative solutions that help medical research, and hence the diagnosis of infectious disease and cancer, improves medication management, in addition to promoting infection prevention, equipping surgical and interventional procedures. So this is a snapshot only. It's a wide range of products, and within each division, life sciences, medical, and interventional, there's a vast product portfolio within each. I'd be remiss to say also too is that BD has been front and center with the COVID-19 and its response. So a lot of the products that support COVID-19 is in the diagnostics, diagnostic space, that second blue tab there. But in terms of CR Bard and interventional, this is the space that I'll be talking about in the next slide too. All right, so PI stands for Peripheral Intervention. It's part of BDI overall, which is BDI Interventional. It's a 1.7 billion medical device business organized in 3 critical platforms. So without getting too detailed, it's peripheral arterial disease, end-stage kidney disease, as well as oncology. So we have products that support these different areas. And within the Tempe, Arizona, we've got 4 buildings. There's 2 manufacturing plants and 2 offices. And most recently here, you can see at the IDEA Tempe campus there. There's 650 employees working in Tempe, approximately. They're continuing to hire, in fact, quite busy, quite the opposite, in terms of some of the other companies that have been adversely affected. And I'll talk about the wide range of positions that we have open in the next slide. But in closing on this one, we are a major contributor and volunteer for various charitable organizations in the area. Next slide. All right, so this is, for positions, I encourage everybody to check out jobs.bd.com. These are the job families that are specific to our Tempe location. So engineering, regulatory affairs and compliance, sales support, marketing, medical and clinical affairs. I've talked to my colleagues that are working on the up to 60 plus positions. I'm still continuing to load positions, but we have several positions that I'd like to just shout out. Senior R&D technician, R&D program manager, manager for medical affairs, associate principal engineer, technician 2, there's a quality engineer, and also an R&D engineer 3, a senior advanced manufacturing engineer, and an R&D project manager. So those are just several that I wanted to bring attention to. Again, there are probably 60 plus on our website overall. Next slide. So BD offers a total rewards program. With that, BD pays a competitive base salary or hourly. There's also, a reward and incentive, if you will, in terms of a bonus that that exists as well. But it is like a large company. Typically has comprehensive benefits to include day one health, dental, and vision eligibility. There's also a 401k match. It's a 4.5% up to 6% of your annual compensation, plus a 3% non-elective company contribution. So it really does offer a complete package to attract and retain and motivate top talent to continue to allow us to drive for success. All right, I didn't put my information there, so I'll put it in the chat. If you have any questions, angel.alberto, ALBERTO, @bd.com. And I hope to see lots of great applicants. And thank you so much for your time. I know it's an interesting time, and I just really appreciate the host and allowing us to speak. So thank you.
Thank you, Angel. I captured a couple things you said. Over 60 jobs are posted on your website right now, and it looks like you're going to continue hiring in the next couple weeks, maybe 50 or more people. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
That is awesome. So this is great. And these are phenomenal jobs that you guys have out there. So if you haven't heard of BD, you got some great background information from Angel. Are you guys located, did you say, in the Rio Salado area?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I've seen that building. I didn't realize you were in there. So that's great. Well, thank you. Thank you, Angel, for being here and sharing with us a little bit about BD.
Thank you.
All right. I would like to welcome you all, or welcome Joan Miller. She is the Regional HR Manager for CarMax. Hi, Joan.
Hi, Jessica, and good morning to everyone. As Jessica shared, I'm Joan Miller, the Regional HR Manager for CarMax. The gentleman on this slide is Richard Busher. He is our Regional Vice President of the Customer Experience Center that is based here in Tempe. And on the next slide, you will see that in December of 2019, we had a soft launch. And then in January, we were joined by the Mayor, City Council, and GPEC for our official grand opening and ribbon cutting. So with regard to CarMax, on the next slide, you'll see what our purpose is. This is one of the founding principles from the beginning of the company's infancy, to drive integrity by being honest and transparent in every interaction. So we do focus on delivering an iconic customer experience, creating memories, and what we like to refer to as creating those faux moments. On the next slide, you will see we were founded 27 years ago, back in 1993, and we were the original used car industry disruptors. So really building off of that purpose and that focus on integrity, honesty, and transparency, that has really been a key signature for CarMax. On the next slide, you will see a number of awards that CarMax has earned. One of the ones that we are very proud of is that we've been ranked as Fortune 100 Best Companies to Work For 16 years in a row. So that's a terrific accomplishment. We're also And I should share, we are ranked number 20 on that list as well. So nice testament. You'll also see some of the other awards, just a sampling, whether it's for millennials, diversity, the military. We also were recently captured in People's 50 Companies Who Care list. On the next slide, CarMax is very much a community-driven organization. So we do focus in on caring, preparing, and developing in the communities in which we serve, both locally and nationally. From a values perspective, on the next slide, CarMax also is founded on ethics, integrity, and a culture of respect. So that is literally imprinted in our company DNA. And you will see the 4 pillars as far as our values go listed there. On the next slide, I do want to focus in certainly on the opportunities that we do have here in Tempe. We're in North Tempe, so right off of Priest and 14th Street, so very close to the 101 and Priest for those of you, or excuse me, the 202 and Priest. So we are hiring, we have over 200 opportunities available. And you will see we have customer experience consultants. Those roles are really helping to deliver that iconic experience. So that is a sales progression type of role. That position does offer a $5,000 sign-on bonus. So that's one I would certainly encourage folks to look into. We do have a customer experience assistant roles, and we are also in the process of hiring managers, additional managers for this location. So for any of the opportunities that we have here at CarMax, one thing that you will find, it is very much a high energy environment. It's an organization where we do work very well as a team to meet those collective goals. And CarMax is very much a culture built on feedback and associate development. So if you are looking for an organization that will provide you terrific feedback, terrific developmental opportunities, both in role as well as to progress to additional roles, this is your company. We do handle a wide range of customer interactions. And if you have the ability to develop rapport with people and have that knack of being able to understand their needs, those are some key attributes that are essential to delivering that iconic customer experience. On the next slide, you will see a sampling of the benefit offerings that are available. We are a very large organization, so as others have mentioned, we do have a number of what you might term some of those standard offerings, but some things we are on the stock market. KMX is our stock symbol, and there are stock purchase plans available for our associates. One unique benefit, we also offer discounts to our associates for they themselves as well as immediate family members if you have an interest in purchasing a vehicle. So that's one of the nice added perks. And on the very last slide, just some additional information as far as where you can apply. You'll see the link. You can also see the link if you have additional questions about the benefit offerings that we do have here at CarMax. You'll also find my personal email, joan_miller@carmax.com. And whether you're interested in opportunities or there is a vehicle need in your household, we will meet you whenever and wherever you want to deliver that bow moment. So thank you very much, Jessica. I'll turn it back to you.
We're talking about your positions and being career pathway jobs. So whether you start at, at your entry level position or you come in midway or higher level, there's pathways for employment at CarMax. Is that right?
Absolutely. And we are very, when folks join us, we openly walk through that career pathing process. And we really focus in on what are your aspirations and then provide you with those tools to have progression. So even though we just had our grand opening the end of last year, we've had a number of individuals who have continued to advance in the company. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Thanks, Joan, for being here. We appreciate it. All right. If you're on the line and you dropped in late, I just want to make sure you know that we are glad you're here. Welcome to our event today. If you have any questions for the economic development team, the planning team on this event, and the hiring companies that are here today and looking for great talent, you may drop your question in the Q&A, and we are moderating and we will respond to that. So feel free to ask questions if you have anything you'd like to hear from our companies or our team. All right, next we'd like to welcome Robin Stanton from Cenlar. She is a talent acquisition recruiter. Hi, Robin, welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting us. I'm Robin Stanton. I'm the senior recruiter with Cenlar FSB, which is a mortgage subservicer in Tempe. And I'm excited today to tell you about Cenlar and the many opportunities that we have here. So if you'll go ahead and progress to the next slide, please. Cenlar is probably one of the oldest companies that you've never heard of. We were founded in 1912, and our headquarters is in New Jersey. We are the nation's leading sub-servicing company. But since we operate in the business-to-business space, unless you've held a mortgage that was serviced by Cenlar, you probably have never heard of us. A mortgage subservicer is the middleman in between a mortgage lender like a bank or a credit union and a borrower, the person that holds the mortgage. And banks contract with us and ask us to assist their borrowers with any concerns that they might have about their mortgages and answer those questions on their behalf. In addition to our headquarters in New Jersey, we also have locations in Pennsylvania. Here in Tempe, we actually have two sites in Tempe. Both of them are near the crossroads of Hardy and Warner. And Tempe is Cenlar's first expansion site. It was opened in December of 2015. And our newest site is in O'Fallon, Missouri, and that was opened in 2018. We are a privately owned, employee-owned company, which means our employees reap the benefits of our company's growth versus stockholders. And we are growing like crazy. We met our growth goals for 2020 in September, 4 months early, and during a pandemic year even. And we're continually adding new clients and are anticipating 40% growth in the next few years. If you'll go ahead and go to the next slide, please. Our people at Cenlar, we believe our people are our greatest asset. And because of that, we offer ongoing education and training. Cenlar University offers training and development options both in person and via e-learning that focuses on enhancing essential business skills, as well as developing leadership and professional development. We are very big on to create and maintain a work environment that supports a healthy work-life balance. And so Cenlar's policies reflect our employees' needs both inside and outside of Cenlar, recognizing that the balancing of work with particular life situations and events. We have a succession planning process. We are continuously identifying, documenting, and implementing strategies to help employees' personal development and career growth within the context of the business needs. And that process is owned by both the employee and supported by the manager. We also have a formal mentorship program called CLIMB. CLIMB, a leadership development program, is an 18-month rotational training program designed to prepare Cenlar's future leaders. We are also actively involved in community events. I'm proud to say that we're really involved in neighborhood organizations, community work, community events, and local charities. Our employees volunteer their personal time to participate in walks for various different causes, collect donations for community organizations. We've had food drives, we have had school supply drives, and our employees lead many company-sponsored events to raise money for worthy foundations. Some of the social events, there's also the social aspect that comes from working, and some of the things that we do in conjunction with social events. Each year we have customer service week activities where our managers actually serve our frontline employees. We have a lunch, and we've had barbecues in the past and different types of luncheon activities to kind of employees. We have a 20-year dinner club for some of our more tenured employees. We also have every year have a Halloween costume contest, and we continue that even through the pandemic year when we're all working virtually. We still had our Halloween costume contest, and we have a holiday decorating contest, which again we're continuing asking employees to decorate their virtual space where they're working and having taking pictures and having contests with that still too. And then we annually have had a holiday party. Unfortunately, we're not able to do that this year, but we are continuing our Toys for Tots collection to support that program. And then we have a shared leadership philosophy. Whether you're a senior leader or early on in your career, everyone at Cenlar has the potential to be a leader. And for those reasons, our company has adopted the 5 practices of exemplary leadership framework to support the growth and development of all employees. We really try and focus on finding internal opportunities for our employees to keep them engaged and growing. Next slide, please. So these are some of our opportunities. We have many employment opportunities at Cenlar. We are currently working virtually, as I've kind of alluded to before, during the pandemic, and we have no immediate plans to return to work on site until we can safely do so. We do provide you with the equipment you need to work from home. Our biggest opportunity is in our mortgage servicing professional call center for customer service and collections representatives. Those positions are assisting borrowers on the phone that they might have in regards to their, in regards to their mortgages. We pay based on experience, starting at $16.40 an hour, and then increasing for additional years of experience in call center collections or mortgage. We also have other opportunities in default, in human resources and employee relations. I'm aware we have leadership opportunities. I'm aware of several opportunities for supervisors and managers within our call center. And we have positions available in service excellence and research, which are supporting the call center. Next slide, please. Cenlar offers all of our full-time employees a comprehensive benefit package, which starts the first day of the month after you're hired. Cenlar's core benefits are no-cost benefits that are provided to all eligible employees. And those benefits include group life, insurance, long-term and short-term disability. We also have health and wellness benefits. Our medical benefits, we offer 6 plans for medical coverage that are available to employees. And those plans are include an options for high deductible plans, direct access, or a cost-effective local plus network. In dental, we offer 2 different plans, a traditional open access plan or a managed care plan are both available. And in vision, we have 2 different vision plans available for eye care. We accounts which offer pre-tax savings for dependent care or medical expenses. And our additional options include identity theft protection, legal services, pet insurance, commuter benefits, and telehealth connections. We also, Cenlar also provides opportunities for advancement and empowers employees to take control of their careers. So we offer reimbursement for tuition fees and books after 6 months of service for job-related college education. A lot of our employees use that benefit. They pay the initial cost and then they use the reimbursement that they receive to continually pay for the next years of college, and basically, are able to complete their college education using that program. We also have ongoing training programs that I kind of touched on earlier through Cenlar University.
And Robin, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. We're pretty far over time. So would you mind kind of letting us know where should people go to look at these opportunities?
Absolutely. If you go to the next slide, our list is cenlar.com/careers. That's where you want to go. I would recommend that you search by location in Tempe, Arizona, or you can look specifically by the position, Cenlar, by customer service / mortgage servicing professional or collections mortgage servicing professional. My email address is listed below.
Awesome. Robin, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys being here. I know a lot about Cenlar and the work you do, and I know you're so slammed right now. So thanks for taking time to be with us today. All right, we are going to move on to Freedom Financial Network. Heather Markham is with us today. She's the head of talent acquisition. Welcome, Heather.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna try to move a little quickly here. I know we're a little behind on the timeline, so I'm gonna try to help with that. Hopefully everybody on the call has either heard of Freedom or knows of Freedom or has seen our campus at the corner of the 101 and the 202 in Tempe. We're very proud of that campus. We're not in that campus right now. Everybody is working from home, but we will be back. Many of our employees will be back when it is safe. So anyway, we do get a question all the time about, who is Freedom? What do we do? People drive by, they see the Freedom Financial Network and they think, oh, it must be a bank or, something like that. Freedom Mortgage. We're not Freedom Mortgage. We actually offer a few different services to customers. Our largest line of business is Freedom Debt Relief. So we are the largest provider of debt relief programs in the country. And we also offer lending products. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that here when we get to the next slide. All right. So I guess what you could say we do best is we help customers who are in a financial situation that is not good find their way out of that. And sometimes the answer is working with Freedom Financial Network in our debt relief program. Sometimes the answer is working with one of our lending groups, either on our personal loans or our consolidation loans, or our newest line of business, which is home equity loans. Sometimes, though, these customers may not be in a situation or position for us to help them, in which case we will refer them out to, credit counseling or sometimes even bankruptcy solutions. We don't offer that, but we always want to make sure that we take care of our customers and we're pointing them in the right direction to help get them out of the debt situation that they have gotten themselves into. Many times, I would say most times, it's usually not their fault, right? Most of our companies are people who, just like you and I, good people, maybe they lost their job. I know a lot of people right now can relate to that. Maybe they had an unexpected death in the family, a very severe medical issue. And to get by, a lot of times people have to rely on those credit cards. And when they're in a position where they have income again and they're ready to kind of help themselves out of that debt, we are there to help them do that. And that's what we do. So you can go to the next slide. These are our core values. We take these core values very, very seriously because of the business that we're in. Everything that we do is driven by the heart and the dollar sign. So what that means is we believe firmly that if we lead first with the heart, then the dollars will come. And that has worked very well for us as an organization. And directly aligned with that philosophy are 4 core values. The very first of our core values is care for everybody. Because in our line of business, you really have to have that empathetic, caring type of personality to understand what our customers are going through and understand that there are not very many financial institutions out there that at that point in their financial status are going to help them. That's where we come in. The other core values, of course, are always important to us as well. We are very much a values-driven organization. So we can go to the next slide. In addition to, we're very, very proud of our company as a diverse place to work. We do very much believe that it's important for our company to look a lot like our customer base, and our customer base is very diverse, just like we are. So we do offer a lot of diversity programs at our company, 3 of which are these are kind of our top 3 ERGs: Freedom Riders, Freedom Pride, and Freedom Heroes. And our ERGs are actually very strategic. So when you join an ERG at our company, we have various areas of focus, so around awareness and education, helping them with their career and personal development. We offer mentor programs and community outreach opportunities through these ERGs. So we're pretty proud of that, and we very much encourage diverse folks to apply to our jobs. Next slide. So some of our benefits, I won't spend a lot of time on this. I will say that we are an organization of about 2,500 people. About 2,200 of those are based here in Tempe, Arizona. The other couple hundred are in our corporate office in San Mateo, California. So we do have a very robust benefits program. We offer all of the benefits you would expect: vacation, paid time off, medical, dental. Right now we're working from home. Many roles will probably never go back into the office, to be honest. We are looking at kind of changing up the way that we used to do things and looking at remote opportunities for a variety of our roles. We even offer pet insurance, because if you're like me, your pets are very important. 401k with matching, PTO for volunteer work. We very much encourage you to be involved in the community. We want to pay you to go out and do that volunteer time, and PTO for your birthday as well, because we want you to celebrate. Next slide, please. So we have a lot of opportunities. We, like some of the other companies who went before me, have been hiring a lot over the past few months, and we will continue to hire well into the next year. Right now, what you see here is just a sampling of some of the roles that we have open. If you go to our website, it's ffnjobs.com. These roles are updated every day. And sometimes you may see one role listed, but we have multiple openings within that role. So for example, some of the roles we have right now that my recruiters are actively recruiting for is a customer service representatives, sales representatives in both our lending organization and our debt relief program, the back office operations, so anything from servicing our loans to underwriting our loans. We have a mortgage closing manager role that's really interesting in our newest division, our mortgage division. And we also hire quite a bit on the technology side. And I think that this surprises people because they see our buildings and assume maybe we are, nothing but an operations center, which is not true at all. We have a lot of technology that goes on in those offices as well. Lots of software engineering, application support, test engineers, information security. These opportunities are coming up all of the time. So just a sampling. I encourage you to go out and check out our website. I think there's one more slide. Yep. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn for all of the latest updates. We are very active on our social media. Get familiar with our company, who we are, and what we're looking for. And I think that's it.
Thanks, Heather. Yes, you guys are very active on socials. So thanks for being here. Great opportunities. We've worked with Freedom for, 7 or 8 years or so, and just have grown an amazing organization with a very talented staff. So thank you, Heather. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
All right. So also, just a couple things to note. Great job. Great questions happening in the chat. Feel free to keep asking those questions. Our companies are engaging on that chat. The other thing I've mentioned a couple times is make sure you're connecting with people on LinkedIn. Some of you are asking about, how to get connected. You may connect with me, Jessica Pierce, and I did a post yesterday where I tagged all of the companies and the people speaking on that message. Feel free to go in there and connect with them. That's an easy way for you all to connect with them instead of having to search them up and see if you can find them. So, all right. Jerry Garcia, welcome. Jerry is from GoDaddy, and he is a recruiter.
Good morning, everyone. I will keep this short and sweet. But yep, my name is Jerry Garcia. I'm a recruiter here at GoDaddy. And a little bit about GoDaddy. It was founded in 1997 in Bob Parsons' garage. And from there, we have grown to over 20 million customers. A little bit about GoDaddy. We are a quintessential tech company that helps entrepreneurs and small businesses create an online and social presence. We can help them register their domains, build websites, Really, we're like a one-stop shop for all of these people to come to us so that we can help them grow an online and social presence. If you can go to the next slide. We are currently actively hiring for 2 positions, our inbound sales representative. In this role, you're going to be helping customers taking inbound calls and introducing them into new products. At GoDaddy, we believe in not having any scripts. We want you to have an organic conversation with our customers, really getting to know them and asking them questions so that in return, you can really make a right recommendation of product so that they can be successful within their endeavors. Our technical support representative is providing technical support in for our hosting customers on multiple channels, taking inbound telephone calls. All your interactions will range from questions about current GoDaddy products and services and troubleshooting for customers and their web hosting sites. Along with that, right now in Arizona, we currently have over 45 positions that are open within our corporate environment as well as our tech environment. You can go to careers.godaddy.com and you can find all of these positions listed there. We go to the next slide. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I will drop my information into the chat channel. And please follow up regarding any questions that you have. If you want to send your resumes to me, I can direct them to the right people as well and answer anything that you may have.
Thank you, Jerry. Can you tell us what that website is again for the careers page?
Careers.godaddy.com, and I will put it in the chat as well so that everybody has it. A little bit about our company benefits and culture as well. It's something that we really truly pride ourselves in. Right now, we currently are not in the office, but when we do return to the office and when it's safe for everybody to do so, we have a lot of in-office perks. We have ping pong tables, shuffleboards, food trucks on rotation. All your meals are subsidized, so you will never pay more than $5 for your meals. We have for mental health, we have therapists on site at every building that you can schedule appointments with as well. Benefits start day 1, that's medical, vision, and dental. There is no waiting period, as well as a 401k with company match and paid vacation time off.
And is your slide still open?
Yes.
I've been down that slide before a couple times.
It is a really great attraction to everybody.
Fun is definitely a value you guys have at GoDaddy.
For sure.
Oh, thank you so much, Jerry. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
All right. So welcome to Patrick Groom. He is with JPMorgan Chase, and he's the Vice President of Military and Veteran Recruiting Manager. Welcome, Patrick.
Good morning, and thanks, everybody. Don't worry, I'm a Cliff Notes type of guy. If I go past 5 minutes, there's a serious problem. So if you go to the next slide, I do more than just manage the military and veterans, just so everyone knows. I am part of the operations recruiting, which is a lot of what's here in the Tempe market. Who we are, we're JPMorgan Chase. We're one of the largest financial institutions in the world. We're global. We're all over the place. We're built on principle. We've been around for over 200 years to date. And where we're at today, as far as our numbers go, if you go to the next slide, we have 2.6 trillion plus in assets, over 100 plus global markets, 250K plus employees. Just in the Tempe market alone, in our 2 corporate centers, we have over 3,100 employees. We have other employees spread throughout Tempe in our retail branch space. Those numbers fluctuate. I didn't have that number prior to this event. But we currently have opportunities in entry level through mid-level roles. Our current entry level, it's a lot of customer service based, auto collections, auto lease, and retail customer service, just a basic customer service role. Anything in the fraud prevention world, we have in the Tempe market. Multiple positions in our retail branches throughout Tempe, anywhere from an assistant banker all the way up through a branch manager. When you get into the more senior levels, we have market directors, we have executive directors. that work in each one of our Tempe corporate sites. Our corporate sites are at 101 in Elliott, Discovery campus there, and our other campus almost in the middle of ASU at 150 University Ave. So there are 2 large corporate sites in the Tempe market. As far as benefits go, I'm not gonna repeat everything everyone says. We have a full benefits package to include our part-time employees are also get a benefits package. Medical, dental, you name it, they get the same thing as a full-time employee. 401k, stock market, the shares, pretty much like most large corporations. We are global, so our career path can go all over the place. It all depends on where you see yourself in the future. We don't stop you from wanting to grow within the firm, whether you come in at the beginning, the middle, or you're off to your second career. My case, this is a second career. I came out of 27 years in the military, and then I came to Chase, and for me, it was a cultural thing. The culture that I had for 27 years was a perfect fit for coming into JPMorgan Chase. So for me, that's how I ended up with JPMorgan. Multiple jobs, our website, and I will put my personal email in there, because if you look at a website, look, we hire, I think as of this morning, we have 13,000 openings, United States. So the pandemic has not stopped us from hiring or slowed us down. It may have changed the way we do business, like probably everybody on this panel, but we are still hiring. We're just hiring differently. So I will give you I'll leave my personal work email because it's easier to get a hold of me there. When you go to our website, if you're unsure of things you see, but you see something you're like, hey, I think I fit, please don't hesitate to email me and send me your resume, and we have those conversations. I have 25 recruiters that work for me, and they will gladly, once I send them your resume, gladly reach out and call you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Patrick. I love that. What you said about many companies, you guys obviously included, are still hiring. It may look different. It may be different. The jobs may be a little different, but business is still happening and you're still hiring. Is that right?
Correct.
And thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate it, and hope you connect with a lot of great candidates on the line.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome. Thank you again, everyone that's asking questions in the chat. Our companies are responding to you. As a reminder, if you jumped on the call a little later, you may connect. If you need some closed captioning today, we have that available. So take a quick of this screen, and you can scan and get right into some closed captioning, so it can be much easier today for you to
It looks like Jessica might have been a victim of Cox Internet in this moment, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up. We're all at the mercy of technology, aren't we? So I think sorry, I have my screen all covered. Next up, could you advance for me, please? Perfect. Oh, awesome. All right, we have Caleb Bello with us here from Logicalis. Caleb, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Great.
Excellent. So thanks for taking the time, everybody, to hop on this call. I will keep this under 5 minutes as well. I've got over 8 years of public speaking experience, pretty extensively, probably more like 10. So if I go over the 5 minutes, I'm used to somebody pulling the plug on me, and I've only done that maybe twice or so in my lifetime. Anyways, so you can advance to the next slide. We're located actually in Tempe, Arizona. We do have a pretty large office over there. We have other U.S. office locations too, as well as remote positions. The Tempe office, most people identify it as being close to the IKEA store that's over in Tempe. We're actually about a I'd say about a half a mile, a quarter mile away. We're in the tech office off Harrell Avenue right there. Company overview briefly here. We're a multi-skilled IT managed services, managed solutions provider company. So we basically do everything from help desk to network administration, data center, systems administration, backup, storage, security, cloud, pretty much everything you can imagine IT. We actually are partnered as well with some pretty large IT game changers. So Cisco, which is a big one. Obviously, we're using Cisco WebEx today, so we're a big seller and reseller of Cisco. Hewlett Packard Enterprises, HPE, IBM, NetApp, VMware, Microsoft, Amazon Web Services, just to name some that we're partnered with. We're a large company, multi-billion-dollar company headquartered in the UK globally, and we're traded publicly on the stock market as well. Next slide, please. Career opportunities. These are just the career opportunities in Tempe, Arizona alone. We have several currently. We're always looking for good sales folks, account executives. We're looking for a customer success manager, an enterprise program executive, principal architect of security, services partner, support, solution support specialist. So those last couple are kind of more administrative, an AV field technician as well. And as far as benefits, we offer a great benefits package: Blue Cross Blue Shield medical, dental, vision insurance, short-term and long-term disability. We have a 401k retirement account, paid time off. We also do have military and LGBTQ and also Southeast Asian and women employee resource groups. Women are a pretty large minority in the IT sector, so we're always trying to become more diverse as a company. Diversity and inclusion is a big push. We have a D&I steering committee in our company as well. Remote opportunities also available. I know that this is a big thing during the pandemic, so if you're interested in remote opportunities that maybe aren't going to be out of our office in Tempe, then you could select remote, and those opportunities are available to work remotely as we change in this landscape. Next slide, please. So connect with Logicalis. Obviously, you can check out our career site. You can apply on that website included there. And you can also sign up for job alerts. So if there's not something listed on there today that you might be interested in, but perhaps it is something that we hire for or that might open up in the future, you get an immediate job alert for that. You can follow us on LinkedIn. There's our company page. Obviously, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I would say if you're interested, though, you're better off applying and not sending me a resume directly, like through LinkedIn. And if there's an option in the chat, I could include my email as well. But like I said, you're better off applying directly so that it goes to the right person. I'm just going to ask you for an app if there's a role you're interested in anyways. But I appreciate everybody's time today. Check us out. We got a lot of great videos, information. I think that we have roughly 30 opportunities open, maybe a little bit more than that currently. So definitely do check us out and see what might be of interest. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Caleb. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Sorry I missed that, but thanks for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jessica. Bye.
All right, we are going to move on to Robinhood. We have Chinson Sim and Mandy McBride, who are recruiters, joining us on the call today.
Thanks, Jessica. And Mandy, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Sweet. All right, let's get things started. Let's go to the next slide. Sweet. So I think we are one of the newest companies on the block. We're super, super excited to move towards the Tempe area. I think, Mandy, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we've been in the Tempe area for about 2-3 months now?
Correct.
Next slide, Gus. All right. Oops. So give me a quick little kind of like history. Like this is kind of quote that we said in 2014 is like back then we embarked on a big mission to create a way for the next generation of investors. for the longest time, the stock markets were kind of used as kind of this vehicle for upward mobility. But at the end of the day, there are so many barriers that prohibit a lot of folks from entering the markets as well. So since we've launched in 2014, we've definitely brought this mobile first design to a new generation of investors. And that's kind of a key part. We removed the barriers. I think our competitors back then, you had to pay $5, $10, $15 to invest in the stock market. That could be a lot of money and can add up as well. And we're like, why are there barriers? Why are there barriers if you are kind of in college, you have lots of loans, you are a single mother working, and fast forward 5, 10, 15 years, you're like, ooh, like I never got in the market. I'm 30, 35 years old. And that was kind of the situation that we wanted to avoid as well. And as our platform grew, like we've adopted millions of users since then. And since then, we've also upgraded our platforms even more. Next slide. All right. So since then, Robinhood has continued to democratize finance for all. That's our mission. We've created a platform for customers to learn and invest responsibly. In addition to that, what you can do on Robinhood, you can actually trade stocks, ETFs, and whatnot, commission-free, as well as options through our platform, as well as cryptocurrencies as well, all commission-free on Robinhood's platform. We also acquired and launched Robinhood Snacks, which is a daily podcast, if y'all want to check it out. That also provides additional resources as well in terms of kind of like a daily summary of the stock markets, as well as additional resources on learn.robinhood.com. All right, next slide. In addition to that, this is kind of a fun little graph that I always like to flex and show off as well. When I first joined Robinhood about 3.5 years ago, and 3.5 years ago, I don't know about you, Mandy, but that feels like 3 decades. When I first joined Robinhood, we had around 80 full-time employees. Fast forward to today, we have over 1,000 plus in 5 different locations. We have definitely grown like crazy. In addition to that, our user base has grown as well. When I first joined, we had 2 million users. Back then, folks were like, Robinhood is this new company on the block. We have over 13 million users today. And this graph kind of depicts all the products that we continue to add throughout the life cycle of Robinhood's history in the last 6 to 7 years as well. So super, super exciting. A lot of new things are happening here at Robinhood as well. In addition to that, 13 million approved customer accounts. 50% of our users identify as first-time investors. Let's take a quick pause right there. 50% as first-time investors. This is this new wave, new generation of investors, and like it's super, super exciting as well. It paves our way as a fintech company as well. So other than that, that's enough about the history. I'm gonna turn over to Mandy, who will talk about a little bit about our culture and why a lot of folks are joining Robinhood today.
Thank you so much, Chintan. I mean, I think that what you were saying about our growth definitely plays into it. We definitely are a culture and company of growth. But bottom line here at Robinhood, we are fostering a diverse and inclusive culture, and that's very important to us. Join us for an excellent company and work environment that's both fun and rewarding with so many opportunities for growth. Just a couple ways that we are currently building an inclusive work environment is through our employee resource groups, which are voluntary groups led by members and allies who join together to create an inclusive workspace. All employees are welcome to join any or all employee resource groups, and they can even create new employee resource groups as we continue to grow. A couple of our current groups are Sisterhood, Rainbowhood, Black Excellence, and so on. Additionally, Robinhood has been recognized as a great place to work, a CNBC Disruptor 50, and a LinkedIn Top Startup for the last 4 years. We can go ahead and go to the next slide. Great. So here at Robinhood, we do take care of our employees. So I'd like to go over some of our key benefits, including, of course, a competitive salary, comprehensive medical, dental, and vision with 100% premiums covered by the company, 16 weeks of fully paid parental leave, and a monthly health and wellness stipend, just to name a few of our benefits. Also, since as a lot of you are, we are currently working remote. We've added a few additional benefits to make working from home a little bit more comfortable, including a one-time remote work setup stipend to purchase equipment for your home workspace, a monthly internet stipend, and up to 6 weeks of PTO in the event of an illness or to take care of a family member or dependent who has been affected by COVID-related closures. We can go to the next slide. Great. So we do have a variety of open roles for our Tempe location that can all be found at careers.robinhood.com. And you can filter out the positions based off the Tempe location because we do have multiple other offices across the states. But I'd like to put the spot back on Chinson. Chinson, I know that you opened the Tempe office, like you said, a couple months ago, but I'd love to hear from you how many employees we currently have and where you think we'll be going in the future.
I'll try my words carefully to make sure my PR and compliance team doesn't like slap me under risk. But as you mentioned before, we did open our site about 2-3 months ago. We recently hired Toshima, an amazing leader who's our site lead here in the Tempe area. I don't want to give you the actual headcount number. I think our HR and legal team, folks on the finance team will probably get mad at me. But let's just say we are looking to grow the Tempe site to about 100 plus folks in the next 3 months. So we are rapidly growing, as well as in hyper growth mode in this Tempe market as well. Quick little hint, we have over 50 plus employees that have already been hired in the Tempe market. And the thing is, like, we've been remote, so like hiring has not been slowing down. That's a plus for Robinhood. And two, the fact that we're able to hire 50 plus folks already, and we've only been 3 months. This office is eventually going to become a campus as well as we make Tempe one of our newest homes here at Robinhood.
Excellent. And I'll go ahead and link the careers site on the chat, but thank you so much for letting us chat today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chinson. Thank you, Mandy. I had never heard of Robinhood before until you were reached out to, and I saw your presentation, and I'm thrilled you guys are here. The finance and insurance sectors are massive growth mode in Arizona, one of the top 5 industries. So we are so glad you guys are here. All right, we are going to move on to Taylor Henniger is here today, and she's with Tempe Elementary Schools. Taylor, welcome. Thanks for being here today.
Hi, thanks for having me. So just a little bit about the Tempe Elementary School District. We have 22 schools currently. We are from preschool to the 8th grade, and lead into the Tempe High School District, and we are actively hiring. We've been hiring this whole time, even during the pandemic, learning lots of new stuff during the pandemic, but very excited to be here. I actually have been here for 2 years and was recruited through a job fair myself. Next slide, please. So starting off with our benefits, we do offer Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. We have 3 different plans of that. We have Delta Dental and Vision. We have life insurance that's paid through the district that you don't pay a cent for. We have tons of optional benefits such as short-term disability if you want an HSA or an FSA. We have an optional 403B for retirement, which is the nonprofit version of a 401k. And we also, if you work for us, we are a state workforce. So we have Arizona State Retirement, ASRS for short. So we all get really great retirement benefits if you stay long enough with the district. Next slide. Our culture. So first things first, we are a family, no matter where you're at in the district. If you're at any of the schools, if you're at the district office, which is where I work in the HR department, everyone is a family. Everyone wants to help all the different people that are working, no matter what role you have. No role is too small, such as our custodians. We are always hiring for custodians. They are some of the hardest workers in our district. And that's one of the first things I noticed when I was recruited by the district is they are a family, they are nice, and they are compassionate. So I highly suggest if you're looking for a family-oriented workplace, definitely look at us. Also, if you have a child, even if they don't go to our school district, you have tons of flexibility with your work, which is just really awesome. If you are maybe young like me and going to start a family, tons of options there. We have tons of learning and growth opportunities. Obviously, we have tons of teaching opportunities, but whether you're an instructional assistant or a nurse or even me, we have tons of learning and growth opportunities, different classes that the district hosts. We have different wellness classes that some of our teachers teach, such as yoga. They're all remote right now, but otherwise they're at our schools after school time at 4:30. So it's very fun. We try to collaborate and use everyone's skills, no matter who you are. And again, like I've kind of touched, we're a very fun work environment. We're here for the kids. We want to inspire every child, every adult, every day. And we want to provide a great education for our future learners and future workers in Tempe. Next slide. So how to apply? Please go to our job website, jobs.tempeschools.org, and then you can click on View Jobs, and you can scroll through, and we're always updating jobs there. And once you complete your application, it'll actually get emailed to either me, or if you're applying for like a teaching or social worker position, to Diane Bass, who is our certified recruiter, whereas I'm the classified recruiter. Next slide. So our current job openings, we have way more than just this, but our main ones that I'm kind of focusing on right now are instructional assistants. They work in the classrooms with the teachers. So instructional assistant seniors are primarily with our special needs students. Instructional assistant personal is one-on-one with just one particular student, usually special needs. And a Title I is where you're helping students that might not have access to many resources in their home. So you'll be kind of coordinating with the school. And we have tons of other instructional assistant positions as well. Always looking for bus drivers. We also, in our district, even if you are part-time, you do get benefits. Lots of school districts don't offer that. And we also are looking for health assistants. So not nurses, but health assistants. They go around, and you might be helping do like the eye and hearing tests, and helping the nurses, answering parent questions and concerns. Tons of fun ways to get involved. We are also, I just found out this morning, hiring for a technical support assistant at our Aguilar Elementary School. And that is where you're at the school, in this case, Aguilar Elementary, and you're helping everyone with their technology. So teachers with, we use Google instead of Zoom. So teachers, instructional assistants, the front office staff. It's a really fun job. And a lot of the other schools have had their technical support assistants for years. And that's another thing. Once you start in our district, there are people that work here for 30 or 40 years. It's kind of amazing. Next slide. So we don't, we have a LinkedIn. I'm not on there, but here's my contact information. Taylor.henniger@tempeschools.org is my email. You can also call me anytime, 480-730-7115. My hours are during school year, 7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. Always feel free to email or call me, or call our main number if you go onto our district website, which is just tempeschools.org. I'd love to talk and chat with you if you have any questions about anything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Taylor. We appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, so it's been fun.
All right, we are moving on to our last employer, but not least, certainly not least. We went in alphabetical order today. So United Dairymen of Arizona is our last speaker. And also, for everyone that's still on the line, we are going to have some really cool resources to wrap it up at the end. So hang tight, don't drop off after Melanie speaks. We want to make sure you get the rest of the information. We are doing some additional things to connect you to employers. So I want to make sure you all hear that. So make sure to stay on the line after Melanie speaks. So Melanie LeGrand is the HR manager for United Dairymen of Arizona. Thank you, Melanie, for being here.
Thank you, everybody. Hi, it was really nice meeting you guys. I know it's virtual, it's a little bit different, but kind of cool at the same time. Different can be fun, so this is pretty exciting for me to be a part of this, so thank you for inviting us. A little bit about United Dairymen of Arizona. We did celebrate our 60th year this year, so that was exciting for me to be here. I've been here for about 2.5 years. Don't plan on leaving. They'll have to drag me out of here. It is a family-owned and operated cooperative, and we're owned and operated by the Dairymen. So we're a 13-acre facility here. We're pretty big. This is just some of the information that our communications manager has put together. And I like to share this with new hires, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to share it with you guys today. Just to give you some stats, I know people like numbers, and average herd size is pretty interesting to me. There are no cows on site here. Sometimes I get that question. You'll see us, we're right on the corner of Broadway and Hardy, big giant silver silos. So what we do is we take in the milk. Anything that doesn't go from the dairies to Shamrock, Kroger, or some of those bottling facilities will come here, and we operate as a balancing plant. So we're tasked to do something with that milk. I look at us as the sustainability of the dairy industry. We have plants within our plant. Like I said, we're 13 acres. So we have a cheese operation, we have a butter operation, we sell cream, we sell milk product, but we also mostly dry the milk and turn it into a powder. So we do sell that internationally, maybe to some countries that are less fortunate or just don't have cows at hand to provide those food resources. So there's a lot of stuff we do. We do a lot of donations and a lot of community things on the back end that I could talk for days on, but for sake of time, just some of those things, obviously if anybody has any questions, just let me know. But we do hire for a lot of different positions. I think we can jump to the next slide. Oh, benefits, sorry. I'll talk about benefits and then I'll talk about the positions that we're focusing on now. We are self-insured, so we don't have like a Blue Cross Blue Shield or other title. It is United Dairymen of Arizona Insurance. With that being self-insured, we have a lot of opportunities to offer free services like free surgery centers, free imaging. There's a lot of programs that we can offer to at a pretty affordable price for employee only. So the benefits are effective the first of the month following 60 days. But we do have an on-site clinic wellness center, and coupled with a gym that's been open, close because of COVID, but we do have it open by appointment only now. We've got some procedures in place to make sure that it's safe for everybody using that service. Those are available as of day one as a new hire. So I think that's pretty nice, although you have to wait 60 days for your medical benefits to kick in. We do have some other options for our employees. So I think that's pretty good. And it's also for part-time employees as well, as far as those day one services. And then the 401k plan is right there on top. That's probably our best and most favored benefit. We actually do an 11% match. So what we do is we'll match 6% to your 3% after a year of service, and then we'll do an additional 5% just because. And I say it separately because even if you're not doing any kind of contribution, we're still going to do the 5% contribution for all of our employees. So if you're doing 3, you're going to get our max match of 6 and then the additional 5. So you'll get 11% after a year of employment, which adds up pretty quickly. It's pretty awesome. And then you can see the list of benefits there. If anybody has any specific questions, obviously I can answer to those. We do fun events like safety barbecues. We haven't done them recently, so we gave out food gift certificates, and we also donated a lot of money to food organizations in the community, basically kind of sharing our barbecue that we would have had for being safe here at the plant with the rest of the community around us. So that was pretty cool. Everybody got together and kind of agreed on that, and our employees are really big family to us, but they're also involved as well in the community. So we pride ourselves in that. We have about 319 employees right now. Fully staffed would be about 325. We do have an office, a service and supply team in Texas, and they service and supply the dairies in Texas. They operate a little bit differently than us, and then we're involved in a lot of different things here. We have a couple employees in Nevada that service the schools from the nutrition side. So there's just a lot of layers of business with the cooperative. I'm still learning a lot of it, but we definitely offer a lot to our employees. We're always hiring. If we can go to the next slide. These are the positions that we're looking at right now, our main focus. We are looking for a business and sustainability analyst. That is a salaried position. The salary is based on experience. We're very fair and very competitive with all of our salaries. We have salary ranges for each role that we have here. And typically every year we're going to increase those by 2 to 3%. This year, because some of the extra expense that we put forward in response to the coronavirus, we've done a 2%, which I was surprised that we were able to do that much. Typically, it's about 3% increases on all these salaries. So when you look at these caps here, like for example, plant milk receiver is more of an entry-level position, $18 to $24 an hour. You don't cap out at the $24 an hour. If you're here and you're a tenured employee, you're going to see annual increases based on job performance and attendance. And the managers are very fair. Trust me, they're in my office asking, can we give them more? What can we do more for our employees? So they're strong advocates for everybody here, which I think makes it a great culture. But circling back to the top here, this business and sustainability analyst, it is a new position and it's sort of a hybrid between, let's say, accounting, because they're going to have to be able to crunch numbers with our CFO and then put on a hard hat and walk through the plant with the plant manager and kind of analyze our business processes, see where we have room for improvement. So that's a pretty exciting role that we're looking to hire here as soon as possible. It has been open for a little while, but we're looking for that great cultural fit. So we're not, close to closing that at any time soon. We are just kind of looking at this time. So if you're interested, please apply. If you know somebody, please tell them about it so they can apply. And then our quality assurance supervisor, this position is because we just adopted our cheese plant, kind of a long story. I won't get into it, but we didn't get to keep our quality assurance supervisor from that plant. So this position is open to replace that role. And we would also expect this person to be a quality supervisor for the entire plant. We do have quality assurance supervisors throughout. We have our entry level, we've got our mid-level supervisors, mid-level management. So a lot of layers of room to grow with the company. You don't necessarily have to have experience, which I think is awesome. You just have to have the interest and the willingness to learn. Some of our jobs do require, prefer that you have some kind of, like with the QA, auditing experience or SQF. But it doesn't mean we're gonna, look away if you don't. If you have the desire to be in that field, we are gonna consider you. So that is a role that you can grow in. The maintenance, we have working foreman and technician at night. We do offer additional to the rate that you see there, $2 as a shift premium for working at night. And that's the 50 cents is for all of our positions. So the milk receiver you see is at night, they'll get an additional 50 cents. And then the maintenance, any maintenance role is going to get an additional $2 for working at night. So we try to incentivize our crews. I understand the night shift runs a little lean. They wear a little bit more hats, so we want to compensate them for that. But those are the main positions that we're working on filling right now. As you can see, our website, uda.coop, it looks like it says COOP, but it's for co-op, for the cooperative. And then obviously we want to thank you for your interest. Thank you for your time to listen.
Thank you, Melanie. This is great information. Wasn't aware of what you all did. So thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we have the next couple minutes as we close this event out. We have a couple really great resources for you. So Mary Foote is with Pipeline AZ. She's the Director of Industry Engagement, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about what this event is. We have the live event today, and then there's much more to come over the next 2 weeks to help all of you get connected to jobs. So Mary, welcome.
Thank you, Jessica. Super excited to have the opportunity to speak with you all today. As you know, we are serving as the infrastructure for this event, connecting job seekers and employers. Next slide. So real quickly, just to give you an update on Pipeline AZ and how we got started. We by the Maricopa County Industrial Development Authority, but serve job seekers and employers statewide. We connect job seekers to employers based on a proprietary skills algorithm. So as you complete your profile, which we'll talk a little bit about later, your skills will match you to some of the positions you've seen here today, and you can apply directly through their sites by using our platform. Next slide. But wanted to speak first to some of the other features that we have on the site, just to make you aware. We do quite a bit with exploration and pathways. We work with the Arizona Department of Education as well as the Maricopa Community College districts to serve their students on understanding exploration. We also work with a fair amount of adult job seekers, understanding potential opportunities for reskilling and upskilling. So if you are finding a job and you're underemployed or unemployed at this time and seeking some kind of guidance on what might be a good next step for you, you can use our site for that as well. Next slide. The first thing that you would do is you would take our skills and interests assessment, really focused on the interests area to understand what it is that is going to be a good path for you, where you wouldn't get bored and where you would have an opportunity to succeed. Next slide. We start by, once we have the interest assessment, we start by introducing you to different industries. So for example, health sciences has been really popular, but we've seen banking and finance, agriculture, some of the other opportunities you heard about today. You may also get a chance to explore those depending upon what the results are on your interest assessment. Next slide. Then it'll take you into the career pages. So as you explore the industry, you can understand specific careers. All of the data we have here is absolutely Arizona specific. So some of the times the information you get when you're exploring different pathways will take you to national level information. This is Arizona specific information. Next slide. Once you understand the career pathway, you can understand what you can do to get there. You may already apply for some of these pathways, qualify for some of these pathways, but you may need to get additional training and certification. You can really understand what that looks like through our site, and it directs you all to Arizona-based programming at universities, community colleges, and other certification providers. Next slide. And this is where you will actually be filling out the profile to apply for jobs today. It will ask you for some of your work history. We'll understand the skills that come through on those. You can add additional information as well. Add a picture if you'd like or not. We do also have a resume builder feature that's great. So as you fill out the information, you can export it to a resume that you can send on to different companies. The companies that are here today will also be able to see your profile and information as well. Next slide. So employers, we can go to the next slide already. Wanted to just show you a little bit about what the employers will be seeing from their side, and also what you can explore to learn more about the employers who are here today. We do have company profiles, so you can learn more about the perks and benefits of the companies, some of the cultures, in addition to other things you heard about today. Next slide. And for employers, we do have unlimited and free job postings, so you're going to get a lot of great information from some of the options that are available in the great city of Tempe. And I will end there. I tried to go very quickly because I know we are short on time, but please make sure you get over to tempe.pipelineaz.com, fill out your profile, and we'll start connecting you to those jobs that you've seen here today. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Mary. So I want to make sure you all heard her very clear. If you did not register for your Pipeline AZ profile yet, make sure you do that because that will continue the connection process for you with employers that are on this call today. So you can do that with tempe.pipelineaz.com. Is that right, Mary?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, tempe.pipelineaz.com, fill out your profile, and then we will get you connected to some of these employers. All right, we're going to move over to Maricopa County. Arizona at Work is a phenomenal partner, and they do a lot of programming and provide resources and tons of resources while you're in career transition. So Carter Ellis is the Workforce Development Coordinator, and he is on the call with us to go over some of those. Welcome, Carter.
Hi, thanks, everyone. So I'm here representing Arizona at Work, Maricopa County, and the city of Tempe today. Next slide, please. So Arizona at Work, Maricopa County is part of a statewide workforce development network, provides services and resources to job seekers as they pursue employment opportunities, and lastly, assist employers to recruit, develop, and retain the best employees for their needs. Next slide, please. So what I'm here to discuss today is a little bit how we can better serve you by making sure that you're job ready for the opportunities that you're applying for. So things that I can assist with are job leads, career exploration, resume assistance along with cover letter assistance, interviewing techniques, and that can be something as if you're interested in as a mock interview one-on-one with me, computer access at the Tempe Library, and also occupational skills training. Next slide, please. If you are interested in signing up for our Job Blast newsletter, the information is provided there for you. I'll leave that up for 10 or 15 seconds. And next slide, please. And this is my contact information. Again, I'm Carter Ellis, the Workforce Development Coordinator inside the Tempe Library. I can be emailed at carterellis.ellis@maricopa.gov, or you can call me on my cell phone. I'd be more than happy to respond back to you as soon as possible. And Arizona@work.com, Maricopa County, for further information. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you, Carter. So I just want to reiterate, you guys, the Arizona at Work Maricopa County is federally funded, and it waterfalls down through the states to help you while you are in career transition, looking for your next opportunity. They have training opportunities, job services. Carter is a wealth of information, and if he doesn't have the answer for you, he will find the person that does. And so reach out to him. We've worked with so many people that are like, oh, I'm good, I don't need any help, or just don't feel okay, I guess, asking for help in this area. Do it. These are for you. These are your resources. So make sure to reach out to him. He's one of the kindest people I know. And so he is available and willing to help. Thank you so much, Carter. All right, guys, we have a couple more things. I'm just going to close it out here. I want to give you guys a couple additional resources. First of all, this recording will be saved on our Career Connectors website, careerconnectors.org. There is an area called CC Webinars. You can see it on your screen right now. It's on the bottom right. CC Webinars. It will be posted there. So if you didn't quite catch everything you wanted to catch today, you can go back and listen to it. You can fast forward to the parts you want to listen to. And so that will be posted as soon as we get it downloaded. It may take, we might not have it up till tomorrow morning, but it will be out there in the next day or so. And get this, we have 2 more of these events coming up for the city of Tempe, January 26th and then March 16th. January 26th, you can see some of the companies that are listed there. I know we just added Grainger to the list as well, but there'll be about 12 companies that will be at that event, as well as the March 16th event. You can register for these at tempe.gov/job fairs. You can also get to the pipeline that way. So get onto the website, register for future events, and again, that matching will continue to happen. We also have Career Connectors has events 2 to 3 times a month. We are closing out 2021 with we are closing out 2020 with Land Your Perfect Job in 2021. And once a year, I get to be our keynote speaker, and I am the one closing it out this year. So I'm super excited about that. We have HealthWave, we have Hotfoot Recruiters and Grainger as our hiring companies right now. And then we are filling out the schedule for the rest of our events. And so we start them back up on January 14th. We'll kick it off with a 2021 event. And then, of course, we have the Tempe Virtual Job Fair on the 26th. And then a couple days later, we are going to have an event on January 28th. So lots of good stuff. We'd love to connect with you guys. There's our event schedule URL, but you can get all of that directly at the Career Connectors website. All right, I want to thank BestCompaniesAZ for your participation in this event. They are an amazing partner to Career Connectors and to our community, and validating and elevating the best companies in Arizona for you to work for. And so many of them are on the line today, many of the companies that are rated a best place to work in Arizona. They have 3 different ways to support you. There's a weekly e-news that goes out that talks about tons of different virtual hiring events and updates. There is a hiring companies page, and these are winners of best places to work, most admired companies in Arizona. And so they have over 60 companies listed there that have won these awards and have great culture and opportunities. So that's available for you. You can also submit your resume right on their website. They have a back end working on doing some sending resumes to employers. And so they have a lot of great resources for you. Employers, many of them are on the line, and you can see some of the awards that they've won right there. Best tech companies to work for in Phoenix, best places to work for in Phoenix, tech company values. The rank is #1 on Google for all of those search engines. So this is a great place for you to connect with awesome employers. So thank you, Denise Gredler, founder and CEO, for your partnership and for offering all these opportunities. And the goal is, Alex, you can go to the next slide. The goal is elevating Arizona together. You can find that on hashtag #ElevateAZTogether if you are interested in looking into these opportunities. You can find it also on the BestCompaniesAZ.com website. All right. So lastly, I want to tell you, just as a reminder, I know we've said it over and over, but the event does not end today. And so get out to tempe.gov/job fairs, fill out your Pipeline AZ profile. And if you have not found your perfect job by January 26th, we are doing this again. But with we will have different companies next time, 12 other companies that are Tempe-based companies to feature. And then we are also doing this on March 16th. So if you know of other people looking for great jobs, tell them, get on, fill out your profile, and let us start the connection process right now. And once again, Tempe, City of Tempe, Economic Development Department, Jill and that entire team, thank you so much for sponsoring this event, for making this happen for your community. Pipeline AZ, Arizona at Work, Maricopa County, and Best Companies AZ, we are proud to partner with you all. Thank you. I hope you all find the career of your dreams. Thanks so much for being here today. Thank you to employers. Thank you.